you've been working with me obviously, and you've lost how much weight and how much time?
Oh, so we started June. So here, count the months. I'm gonna do the weight. I started at 332.
Hmm.
Two, I'm at 256 this morning. So I've lost 76 pounds today.
Oh
And
my
I
goodness.
started I started in June, July, August, September, October, and yeah,
Wow.
we're pushing 6 months.
Yes. And how do you feel about like losing that amount of weight?
Man, it's life changing. It's life changing. Everything around you starts to just mm, feel good, feel better. You're just able to cope with challenges better. You're able to your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your environment just gets better. It's life gets easier. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, for sure. And when's like the last time you saw progress like this?
Never.
Never.
I'd always been a fatty. Not to the degree that I was when we met. I was always hovering in the 240. Right now I'm a size 38 pants. I
Yeah.
was a size 38 pants at 17. I'm
Wow.
32.
Yeah. Wow.
So that tells you that for the better part of a decade and a half, I was overweight. I was 30 size 38 pants, XL shirt. That's what I'm wearing now. So right now I'm in my 17-year-old body weight, which means that in the future I will be even leaner than I was in my early teens.
Wow.
Yeah.
That that's life changing, like you said.
Yeah.
And I
It
remember
is.
like okay, before I get into it, I just want to ask you, like, you've never been this weight since since you were young pretty much, right? What problems were you experiencing that couldn't make you lose the weight in the first place?
Man, for me, it was, and I want to take a second to like explain the view of weight loss. There's so much confusion. Right now, the big thing is carnivore. And then before that, it was paleo. And then before that, I God knows what. And before that, it was who knows what. These constant shifts in landscapes leaves people confused. They don't know what to choose. They don't. There's too many paths for them to know which road to take. So for me, I just didn't know. I just didn't know what to do. So one day, I just simply started biking, and I couldn't even go to the block with my family's bike because I was so fat, and I couldn't even go down to the block, literally a block, a city block, but without being winded. So, um, it it's been a big change, dude. It's been a really big change for me. And now I could probably do 7 miles on a bike.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
A- And like when you were on your own, like that biking thing, right? Like like how frustrating was that? Like were you doing other things as well or
It was very embarrassing, Lewis. It was very embarrassing, but I remember it was a beautiful experience for me because it was the beginning of what I'm doing now. So I contacted my sister
Mhm.
that day at 12 and I told her, "Hey, you want to go on a bike ride?" And my sister was like, "Yes, yes, I will go with you." And we did. I kept my word to her and we went that same afternoon. She only went with me once. And a few days later I found you. So I had never lost weight because of, like, your question was, how did had I ever done it? No, because I did not know. I had
Yeah.
no way of I was ignorant to what worked, to understanding that calories are the only thing that really matters. And then you can focus on the calories that benefit your body instead of just and weeding out the empty ones.
Yep.
Like like there's like sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar has a place in our life because it's a pleasant thing to enjoy, but it's not going to help me with my long-term nutrition.
Yeah.
So
And
I didn't know. I just didn't know. That was my problem. I needed somebody to tell me what worked. And
yeah.
and and that was you. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was gonna ask like why join me? Why'd you work
Oh,
with me in the first place, right? And I think you summed it up. But was there anything else that like stood out to you?
Well, I think if we were to track my exact day that we got in contact with, in fact, we can do that by looking at my DMs.
Yeah.
I can tell you it right now really quickly, but I contacted my sister to do this. It was June like 2nd. Yeah, June
Yeah.
2nd. So 5 days before I found you, and I was just scrolling through Instagram, and it was one of your videos that I saw. This overweight dude, and then I see you look overweight, and then I see you look like a Navy SEAL. From the
Yeah.
side view, and then I'm like, what the hell is happening here? Um. And then I go to your Instagram and everything, and I see your invitation on your bio.
Mhm.
And I just at that moment I just swallowed my pride and I was like, I'm gonna text him and I didn't even know if I was gonna get a response or anything. But that's what I did. That's how my story unfolded.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
we met I was alone. I was doing it alone for 5 days, basically.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
I found you and you gave me a plan and something to do and
Yeah.
a direction to go.
And, and then I have to say, like, what were like the first impressions when working with me, right?
Honestly, man, I just thought it was like I just thought you were somebody I wanted to listen to because you had results. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like you had the results. And I saw them. I could see them in your Instagram. It
Yeah.
was I saw your who you were and then what you became, and I just didn't resist. That's the problem. It's like how much will you resist the process, I
Yeah.
didn't want to resist. I wanted to have your results also.
Yeah. Okay. And then I guess like based off that is like, what's the biggest problem that we solved, right? What would you say that was for you?
You just gave me a plan that works.
Yeah.
And then your plan is gonna be a foolproof way of winning because you've never told me, Isaac, you can't have this. No, you're not allowed to have bread. You can't have that. You told me, Isaac, diet drinks go is the way. You didn't say, Isaac, only water. Like it was a is a it's a I had Cheetos this morning. I had 165 calories of Cheetos. Like you didn't you're not telling people to stop to give up the things that they like. You're
Yeah.
just your plan is doable for everyone, I think. As long as they're willing to put pen to paper and track their calories.
Yeah.
That's it, you know,
Yeah.
and
100%.
go to the gym.
Yeah. In combination, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I guess like the final thing I have here, right? It's kind of like up in the air, but it's like if you didn't like reach out to me, right? Do you think you would have kept up this long? Do you think you would have seen the results, that type of thing?
No, no. It would have taken me a long time to if I could even have gotten this far. It would have taken me a long time to figure it out because that's the problem you solved, Lewis, is you gave a person that was wanting to change their life a map,
Yeah.
essentially. You provided the map for me to go, like, here, this is how you get to where you want. There's your map. Follow
Yeah.
it. And then I followed it. And then, like, one of the craziest things that helps is the scale. A lot of people hate the scale. They hate it. They don't want to weigh themselves. I've told people, are you weighing yourself? I get weighed when I go to the doctor. Like, am I right?
No, you're right. You're right.
It's like, and the way the way I look at it is, if you're unwilling to weigh yourself every day, are you really going to weigh out your meals?
Good point.
Are you really gonna, if you can't be bothered to get on a scale in your undies and weigh yourself in the mornings and track that number, are you really gonna do any of the other stuff? I doubt it. I
Yeah.
seriously doubt it. Something that little, jumping on a scale, it's like so small, and if the willingness is missing, I just don't think it's gonna work, you know.
Yep.
It's so small that it needs to be done without resistance. Just weigh yourself, weigh your food, and do it. You
Yep.
know, but weighing myself has provided um has provided data so that I could see the where I'm heading. You
Hmm.
know.
Exactly. Um, but yeah, that's all the questions I had.
Yeah. I don't think I could have done it without your help, Louis, to be honest with you. Like
Yeah.
that's the reality. I would have it would have and if I did have results, it would have been limited.
Yeah. And then, like anybody, that is considering my coaching, what would you say to them?
I would say to I would honestly, you can clip me. I would tell them to swallow their opinions and just follow the direction that you're giving them, because it's not going to work. If they could do this on their own, they would be the ones with the results. Instead, they're the ones with the opinion and
Yeah.
no results, you know. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's the truth. Like get your opinions out of I'm speaking in generality, you know, to the other people that want to lose weight. Like get your opinions, put them aside, and try it Lewis's way.